Morning in the slums didn't begin with the sun. Here, metal woke up first. Metal shifted, scraped, groaned. The scrapyard was rising from sleep. Old generators trembled deep in the district, pushing current into homemade kettles. The air was thick with the smell of cheap oil, dust, and overheated plastic, like smoke after a gunshot. Tim woke to the clang of a pot. His mother was already at the stove. He dressed in silence, patched trousers, a worn jacket, fingerless gloves. They ate breakfast without a word, washing it down with a murky drink everyone here called tea. When they went outside, the stream of people was already moving like an ant column. Men, women, teenagers, children, carried on shoulders, all heading in the same direction, to the scrapyard, to another shift in this world of rust. Tim and his mother walked side by side. She said quietly, "Don't stay late today." He answered with a weak smirk, "You too. Stay out from under the press." Their morning ritual, short, stubborn, the only warm turn in this cold flow. They wished each other luck and parted. People stretched toward the scrapyard entrance, and near the metal containers stood the rats. 6 young, wiry men, shaped as if carved from this very scrap. They didn't work. They watched. And the air around them grew heavier, thicker. Everyone knew, without their consent, no one would dare lift even a bolt. Tim passed them with his head lowered and stepped into workshop 3, huge like the belly of an old ship. Pale light leaked through the cracks. A draft played along the chains. Old machinery lay everywhere, and work began, as always, by searching for valuable metals, copper, lithium. He stood at his table and waited for the other 2. Miro appeared first, thin, quiet, almost transparent. He nodded and murmured, "You're early." With him, it was always like that. Short words, long glance. A little later, Goose barreled into the passage, loud, red-haired, like a flame in the middle of metal. He threw his arms wide, and even from afar his voice rolled across the workshop. "All right, the squad's gathered. If Tim's here first, today, either luck's on our side or everything's going straight to hell. No third option." A few people turned. Goose seemed honestly pleased. He slapped Tim's shoulder so hard the lamp swung. Tim muttered, "Take it easy, or I'll take you apart for scrap and sell you for copper." Goose snorted, "Hey, at least I'd finally be useful." Miro smiled softly, his quiet version of laughter barely visible. Tim exhaled. "If this were a kingdom, you'd be the king here." Goose straightened instantly, as if waiting for that. "Obviously, the Red King of the scrapyard. Just give me a crown. Even a pot would do." He put a metal lid on his head. It slid over his eyes. Miro's quiet chuckle sounded almost like full laughter. But in his gaze flickered something else. Worry. He brushed Tim's elbow and whispered, "Tonight, the preparation." Tim nodded. The test was coming. One chance only. Goose, as if oblivious to the weight of the moment, suddenly announced, "So, since you 2 are about to become important people, I'm giving you a tour. Educational, almost spiritual." Tim rolled his eyes. Miro froze with a screwdriver midair. But nothing ever stopped Goose. He continued enthusiastically. "First, we go to Rusted Charon, best bar in the patch. Well, only one where the glasses aren't cloudy. Then to the Bright Room. The dancing there is great." He dropped to a conspiratorial whisper. "And then, cultural and recreational establishments. Lola's, Green Pocket, and the legendary 3 senoritas. Sometimes there's only one senorita, but with the mood of all 3. Tim snorted quietly. Goose lit up even more. And the finale, the ritual crossing of the Foul Creek. Everyone gets a nosecloth, almost free. He spread his arms as if presenting the greatest show on earth, and added, "And you're sitting here worrying. Life's passing by." Miro lowered his head, but the smile still flickered. That's how their days went, under the rusted noise, the smell of burning among mountains of metal. But the three of them, and that was their armor, not real, not steel, but the only one that could hold in the hive. Tim and Miro lived with the expectation of the exam, a chance to get past the wall, thin as a wire, but real. Goose lived differently, as if no walls had power over him. He could laugh so loudly that even this scrapyard seemed a little brighter, and maybe that's why they stayed close. With him, the future felt less unreachable.